Hey everybody, it's Dr. Haugen here with Big Stone Chiropractic, and Susie here has an absolutely incredible testimony, and I'm not going to do much of the talking here. I'm going to let her tell you her story and kind of what went on, but basically she came in for the food sensitivity test that we do, and I'm going to let her tell you her story here. So go ahead, Susie.
Okay. I'll just try to wrap everything all up here in a nutshell, or the Reader's Digest version as I always call it. I had a lot of different health issues, and they removed my colon and my rectum, and I was always having this rash. Some days it would be hives, some days it looked like measles. I had been to many different doctors, including down at the Mayo, dermatologists. Nobody could really get to the bottom of anything, and they kept saying, well, maybe we can just get a couple of different lotions, we'll find the right antidote for you. And just nothing was working. I wasn't getting good night's sleep. I was constantly itching. I could be talking to somebody, I'd just always be itching. And the doctors had seen my rash. They had seen how, and I don't believe I ever had showed you or shared that with you, which I wish I did now.
Yeah, I wish I had seen it too.
One day I had opened up my email, and I had gotten an email from Chance about food sensitivity. And I'd always had been kind of concerned if it was something I had been eating that was causing some of this, but most doctors felt no, it was not. So we did the food sensitivity test here down with Dr. Haugen, and it came back, and there were a couple of real high issues, a couple of different foods that I should avoid, and then one was candida. It came back very high, and so he had recommended that I take this, and I just want to call it a fungal supplement, antifungal. And so he recommended take one in the morning and one in the evening. And so I started doing that, and within 3 days, I felt so much better. I had energy. I had maybe only had gotten up once in the night to go to the bathroom, but my rash had started disappearing, and within a week, I no longer had a rash. I wasn't itching. I felt like I was at the top of my mountain, and it was pretty awesome. And continued to take it, was still taking it, had my annual appointment at the Mayo, and they said that if she had not been my doctor in the past years, she'd wonder why I was there. All my tests came back normal. She couldn't believe, everything was gone. As for my rash, my itchiness.
Because you had that for like 2 years, right?
Yes, I had it for 2 years. And she said, I do not know if you've stumbled on something for our community, as she stated, or if it was coincidental. But she definitely is very interested in the product and seeing what the product is all about, and maybe that we can help other people with this as well. And I'm excited. I just still feel at the top of the world. I would tell anybody, everyone to try it, especially if they have this issue. And I don't know what more to say other than I'm very pleased that I did it.
Yeah, the other thing you were saying too is that when you eat whey now or garlic, you can notice.
Yes,
you'll see the itch.
The two that really came up for me was whey and garlic. And so I do watch, and I look at the product. If I do eat something like ice cream, as I was telling you, I just had ice cream. Well, there's whey in ice cream. And it doesn't happen immediately. It might happen 3 hours later. Yeah. So then you kind of got to stop. Oh, I had that bowl of ice cream.
That's an immune response.
So I believe that, the food sensitivity, you might not have an immediate allergic per se reaction as to, it's just your body is very sensitive to some foods. And I strongly believe that. And garlic is another one. I'd had, I want to say Cheez-Its, but don't quote me on it. And it was kind of the same thing. And so I was like, well, I had a handful of Cheez-Its. So I get the box, and there's garlic powder in those. And I went, oh. So, of course, I told my son, you better get those out of here. I said, because I like munching on those. So, and there's a lot of potato chips that have almost every bag of potato chips has like whey in it.
Yeah, and it's different for everybody what's going to affect people differently. But, you know, for her, I mean, 2 years struggling with a rash and the Mayo, I mean, working with her for 2 years trying to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And then for this test to just, I mean, within a week's time, I mean, completely changes. So if you're struggling with things like this or you think it might be related to a food sensitivity like that, you know, give it a try because it might completely change your life. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that's an incredible story. So I hope that makes your day. Have a good day.